Welcome back to my channel, Techno Trend Zone. Today, we're diving into some of the most exciting leaks and rumors about the highly anticipated Mac Mini M5. With Apple rolling out the M4 chip across various devices, tech enthusiasts are now eagerly waiting for the next generation M5-powered Mac Mini. What improvements will Apple bring? Will we see an M5 Pro variant? And most importantly, when can we expect this powerhouse to hit the market? Let's explore everything we know so far. A quick look at the Mac Mini's evolution. Before we dive into the M5 Mac Mini, let's take a step back and analyze how far Apple's compact desktop has come. The Mac Mini retained the same design for about 15 years before getting a much-needed redesign in late 2024. The latest version now features a sleek, lightweight body that closely resembles a mini Mac Studio, making it both visually appealing and practical. The M4 Mac Mini lineup currently starts at $599, offering a 10-core CPU, 10-core GPU, 16 GB of RAM, and 256 GB of storage. Those wanting more power can opt for the M4 Pro variant, starting at $1,399, which bumps the specs up to 24 GB of RAM and 512 GB of storage. Thanks to its port variety, compact design, and affordability, the Mac Mini has remained a fan favorite. But what about the upcoming Mac Mini M5? Let's break down the expected performance upgrades, design changes, and release timeline. Mac Mini M5 Expected specs and upgrades. With the M4 chip already bringing significant performance improvements, Apple is unlikely to introduce massive CPU core changes in the M5 generation. However, we could see upgrades in GPU cores and overall efficiency improvements. Here's what's expected. M5 Mac Mini Base. Model CPU, 10-core CPU GPU, 12-core GPU RAM, 16 GB storage, 512 GB Thunderbolt ports, likely Thunderbolt 5 for improved data transfer speeds, improved neural engine for AI-based tasks. M5 Pro Mac Mini. Variant CPU, 12-core CPU GPU, 18-core GPU RAM, 24 GB storage, 1 TB base, storage enhanced cooling system to handle the extra power potential design. Tweaks. Apple may keep the 2024 Mac Mini design, given its recent overhaul, but minor refinements could still be in store. A more efficient cooling system, improved power delivery, and maybe even a repositioned power button to make it more user-friendly are possible. Mac Mini M5 release. Date. When can we expect it? Apple's Mac Mini release cycle has been somewhat unpredictable. While we had M1 and M2 Mac Minis, Apple skipped the M3 variant entirely. The iMac followed a similar pattern, skipping the M2 but getting an M3 refresh instead. This raises the question, will Apple follow the same strategy with the M5 Mac Mini? According to the latest supply chain leaks, the M5, M5 Pro, and M5 Max chips have entered mass production. If true, we could see an M5 Mac Mini by the end of 2025, possibly aligning with the next generation MacBook Pro refresh. If Apple follows its recent release cadence, a November 2025 or early 2026 launch seems likely. Mac Mini M5 pricing. Will Apple keep it affordable? Apple has been relatively consistent with its pricing, and given the M4 Mac Mini's success, the company is unlikely to raise prices significantly. Expected pricing. Mac Mini M5 Base Model. $599 Mac Mini M5 Pro. Model. $1,399 higher configurations. Prices will increase with additional RAM and storage options. Will Apple increase base storage? One of the biggest complaints with Apple's entry-level devices is the low base storage. The Mac Mini M5 could finally bump the baseline to 512 GB, aligning with competitors in the mini PC market. Final thoughts. Should you upgrade? If you're currently using an M1 or M2 Mac Mini, the M5 Mac Mini will likely be a major upgrade in terms of efficiency, GPU performance, and connectivity options. However, if you already own an M4 Mac Mini, the differences may not be groundbreaking unless you need extra GPU power or Thunderbolt 5 ports. What are you most excited about? That's everything we know so far about the Mac Mini M5. What upgrades are you hoping for? Are you planning to grab one when it launches? If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to smash the like button, subscribe to Techno Trend Zone, and turn on notifications so you don't miss future Apple leaks, reviews, and comparisons. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.